So I'm going to show how to do each one of these things using these formulas as far as determining surface area of rectangular prism, triangular prism, and just a cylinder. So I'm going to start with a rectangular prism, right? And I'm going to draw a picture of something to get us started. I'm going to draw this guy like this. And for all practical reasons, the dimension's not going to really match what I'm looking at, but this is just so I kind of have an idea what I'm doing here, right? Start off with, this is 14 yards. I'm going to call it the length. I call this area the tube. This is the tube, and these are the ends of the tubes, right? And then I'm going to put this as 5 yards here, and I'm putting this as 6 yards, okay? What you can do, and I highly suggest doing so, is maybe redrawing your machine, because it doesn't take but a second, right? A little more than a second, maybe 5 seconds. But if I redraw this and label it with my letters, I'm going to use these letters. This is going to be H, 14. So I can say H equals 14, right? And then I can look at these other things, A, B, C, D. Now, you might be hard to see this thing, but A, B, C, and D is this. A, B, C, and D. So I could look at A as being equal to 5 yards. B equals 6 yards. C equals 5 yards again. Now you say, well, how's that? Well, you're going around 5 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards, 6 yards. So D would be equal to 6 yards. And you understand why I'm doing this when it gets down to doing the calculations. And the end is just A times B, right? So let's just start off with using this first formula. A plus B plus C plus D times my height will give me the sides, or I can call it the tube. I like to call it the tube. It's the long shafted part of the whole entire thing, right? So I put this together. I go 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 6. And I'm going to multiply it by my H. In this case, it would be 14, right? So when you're doing this, you're just making sure that you cover everything that's needed, right? So I go 5 plus, it's 22, right? 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 12 is 22. 22 times 14, I get the number 308. And I got to keep my units. This would be yards squared, okay? That is just the tube part. Now I got to do the base. The base, according to calculations, 2 times A plus B, right? So 2 times 5 times 6, which is 30, times 2 is 60. So this would be 60 yards squared. You add it together, it's 368 yards squared, okay? So points for this stuff is not just drawing it here and drawing it here. It's like understanding what each one of these things are. This is called the ends, and you should label it. This is the ends of the prism. This is the tube. So when you put it all together, this is the measurement of the ends. This is the measurement of the tube, right? And this is the thing total. That's how you would do it, okay? So in the next video, I'll do the triangular part.